Hey everyone, I wanted to do a review of the Tarot of the Vampires Tarot deck set by Ian Daniels. I've been on my path with tarot for about a year now. I'm a solitary witch, and I got started with tarot organically on my own, and it's been about a year, like I said. So I'm still young with my tarot practice, but I am truly drawn to it, and I wanted to do a review for the deck that has come to mean the most to me and that I use the most right now. It took me a long time to find the deck that spoke to me the most. And I did purchase this deck, and I know that there are pagans out there and other people who are using tarot who say that you can't purchase your own tarot deck, that that's really bad energy for you, that you should have someone give it to you. While I certainly do appreciate, people's beliefs, for me, in the situation that I'm in my life, if I waited around for someone to buy me a deck and gift it to me, I would never get one. So I have found the need to purchase my own, and I do believe that, I'm supposed to be working with tarot, that it's definitely part of my spiritual path. So I do feel like purchasing decks on my own is the right decision for me. And they're also wonderful art to have around as well, certainly for decks that you don't end up using all the time. When I got this deck, I wasn't really expecting a whole lot, because I had been looking for a darker themed deck, and I had purchased Dark Angels Tarot, I believe, by Lo Scarabo, and it just didn't speak to me. So when I kind of was giving it an overview online, and I couldn't really find that much about it, but it seemed like it was going to be kind of similar, but I thought I would give it a try. And I was amazed to find this amazing, incredible deck that just speaks so clearly to me, and I was so excited about it that I figured it was time to do a review and to share it with others in case you were looking into purchasing this deck yourself. So let me just start with some of the pictures as well as what comes with the package when you buy it. And I got this on Amazon. I think it was like 20 bucks or something like that. It really wasn't that expensive. It comes in a nice big box like this with the Empress on the cover. It comes with a 301-page book entitled Phantasmagoria. The book alone is worth $20. Believe me, this is an incredible book accompanying the cards. It just brings so much depth of knowledge to your readings with the cards. Just blows little white books out of the water. But here are some of the cards. This is the Priestess, who would be the High Priestess in a traditional deck. And while this is certainly his own perspective, he has done so much research. There's so much occult knowledge, and a lot of the Kabbalah system with the Tree of Life used as well. It is just incredible, the amount of research he's put into this. Let me just show you. In the spread section, he has a whole section on the Tree of Life, which I have my notes here, sorry about that. And it has the correspondences for each of the cards, and really gets in depth about where each of the cards is placed on the Tree of Life, and how you can help that in your interpretations with the cards. So that was the Priestess that I just showed you. This is the Hangman. This is like my favorite Hangman of all time so far that I've seen depicted yet. This is the Moon, and she really goes into the underworld in the meanings in his book and also in readings. This is the Chariot. And this is the Death card, which if you do the Kith and Kin section that he has in his book, and I really recommend you do. I know it seems a little kitschy at first, but it is worth it. This is actually my Moon Dynasty card, Death. And the Kith and Kin section, really, if you have an astrological chart drawn up, or even if you just know your birth sign, really gives you a lot of insight about yourself, and the certain issues that you find repeating in your life, all of those kind of things that I just wanted to show you. And for major and minor arcana, he has this much information. A little bit less for minor, but you're still getting much more than you normally would. So this is for the Death card, and I have my notes in here, I apologize. The first thing that you get at the top is the Alchemy and the Kindred Spirits. So it tells you what sign it's in, and the Tifereth that it belongs to, as well as the Kindred Spirits, which for this one includes Thanatos for Death. Then you get the message, which is very in-depth. It's like a page and a half. And then you get analysis and symbolism, which explains why certain symbols and images are in the paintings and what you can pull from them. For instance, with the death card, you can see that she has a crown of thorns on her head. And in the analysis and symbolism, he explains why. It says, the blackthorn tree is also related to a sharp, penetrating type of healing, a sharp clarity like antiseptic, and the sharp scent of pine needles. The death card is about healing, too, by putting to death old ways to make room for vitality. Death is not an eternal end, but a transition into a new condition or development. Then after the analysis and symbolism, he has a section on the shadow of the card. He recommends not reading reversals, which certainly it's your deck. If you choose to read reversals or not, you can. But he feels that the paintings are meant to be experienced upright, and that you can divine whether they are in their shadow aspect through your spread. I found, even if I'm just doing a one card reading, if I just place my hand over the card and ask if it's in its shadow aspect, I will always get a very clear answer, which is very helpful. And then you are ending up using the shadow parts in your book and discovering the shadow meanings for yourself as well. A difference that he has in this deck with the court cards, which is different than traditionally, is instead of page, knight, king, queen, he has lord, queen, prince, and then daughter. And I'm just going to show you with the grails so you can see this. This is the lord, should be the page. This is the queen of grails. This is all from the grails. The prince of grails and the daughter of grails here. And just like with the major arcana, with the court cards and the minor arcana, you're going to get all of that deep analysis and the messages of the cards. Also, I forgot to point that out. Before the message is the essence, which gives you those like one word or brief sentence blurbs that help to activate your subconscious if you're having difficulty with a card that you usually see in your little white book. So he does have that in here as well. If you don't feel like reading so much and you just want to get into working with the cards and finding their symbolism. This deck is just so amazing. I just deeply love this card and I love using it. Let me see, here's Queen of Knives. It's just Seven of Skulls. He also talks about totem animals for your minor arcana. And again, like I said, there's that whole section on kith and kin that is really helpful in finding out your own position in the wheel of the tarot, and helps you to understand things better for yourself. But he also has some great spreads and different exercises. And these cards are amazing to meditate with. They are just so, so great to meditate with. So much thought and detail has gone into this deck that it really is an excellent purchase. If you like darker decks, this deck is great. And it's not affiliated with any certain belief system or anything like that, so you can pull from whatever you follow on your own path. So that's my review for the Tarot of the Vampires by Ian Daniels. I hope it was helpful to someone who's looking to purchase this deck. I had a hard time finding information online before I purchased this, so that's why I wanted to just make a video for those of you who are looking for information on it. So I hope that this was helpful, and have a nice day.